All right, hello everyone out there. Thanks for joining me today. I'm recording this video as an introduction to boot camps. I know that I've been able to work with a lot of people that are hardcore training almost every day of the week and have been able to come to boot camps and get a lot out of it. And I've also had some people that are brand new to boot camps in general and really working out overall. So I thought I'd put this video together to kind of help you get maybe a taste of what boot camps or high intensity interval training is all about. I think it's important to not feel intimidated. I think everyone that does these things at one point or another was a new timer, a first timer, and you know, they probably felt similar things. But I want you to know that, number one, in the gym, people are not really looking at you too much. I think they're worrying about their own thing. So I think that's one cause of stress that some people have, and I think that probably doesn't need to be a thing. I've been very fortunate in my gym to see some people come in for the very first time and they stick it out and they get better with all their moves and they start to feel better about what they're doing in there. And I think that first step is always the hardest step. So if you can just get rolling with it, I think you'll be good to go. While we're doing this stuff, you'll see that there's a lot of modifications available, and you're going to find that you're good at certain things and maybe not as strong with certain things. So if you are someone that's maybe trying to lose a lot of weight, well, you might be a little bit stronger than other people, but maybe your cardio and endurance isn't as strong. On the other side, maybe you're trying to build muscle and just get a little bit fitter. Well, maybe your cardio is pretty good, but you're not really that strong in certain ways. So that's what we want to try to work on. My goal is to try to give you a wide variety of exercises and moves that'll help you overall fitness, get stronger, get fitter, get more able to go a little bit longer cardiovascularly, and all of those things, which will make you a more well-rounded person, make you healthier overall. If you want to pause this right now, it would not be a bad idea to get some things from around your house that you can use for resistance. So I do have a couple of hand weights that I'm going to be using. My assistant Zoe is going to be helping us out today, so she'll be doing some variations and modifications as well. But I've got everything from a 12-pack of Diet Coke to a couple of water bottles to a 2-liter bottle. One of the really good things you can use, and I'm sure you have one of these laying around somewhere, if you just grab an old backpack. I just threw in some old laundry right now, so it's, I don't know, maybe 8-10 pounds, something like that. But because of the straps and different positions you can hold this in, you'll be able to get a lot of variety with something as simple as that. Obviously, not everybody has a full working gym in their house, so you can use other things around the house to give you some resistance. A lot of our moves are body weight resistance, so you don't need any equipment. But if you do have the opportunity to use some other things to help you out, it might be a good idea to have those things on standby. So today's workout, I'm going to be teaching you and instructing you through a exercise technique called Tabata, T-A-B-A-T-A. And a Tabata style workout is 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest for a certain number of exercises. So for today, we'll be doing 4 exercises, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and we'll go through it 2 times. I've set it up so that 3 of those exercises are strength moves, and the 1 exercise will be a cardio move to try and get that heart rate up a little bit. Every single thing, and I'm talking from the warm-up down to the cool-down and everything in between, is modifiable. So that means if it's something is a little bit too easy, you can always go a little bit harder, a little bit heavier, a little bit faster, whatever the case may be. If it feels good and challenging, stay right where you are. And if you feel like you need to kick it back a little bit, go a little bit lighter, go a little bit slower, don't go as fast, maybe take a break right in the middle of it if you need to, that's fine. You're starting out possibly, or maybe getting back into it after a long layoff, and that's fine. You're going to get a little bit better with it as we move along. Okay, so as we move through this thing, I will give you many modifications and variations. Zoe will be doing some little less strenuous variations of some exercises, maybe using some of our household items instead of the hand weights, and then I'll try and go a little bit harder for some to give you a range of opportunities that you can kind of approach each exercise with. We'll warm up together first, and even through that, like I said, I'll have some modifications, and then when we get into the actual workout, we'll do it Tabata style. I have 3 rounds of Tabata planned, so we'll do 3 sets of 4 exercises for our entire workout, and then we'll finish up with a little bit of core stuff at the very end. Should be 15-20 minutes worth of work altogether. Again, if you want to pause this video to go get some equipment, you can. Otherwise, we're going to get down to business. All right, we're going to warm up first by doing what I call shelf stackers. So we're going to sort of reach down to one side, pretend there's a big stack of boxes there. We're going to reach down, pick up a box, and put it up on the opposite side, up on the high shelf. We'll stay on one side the whole time. We'll come back around and do it a second time. For this, we're going to reach down, and we're going to put it up. We're going to reach down and we're going to put it up. So you can start right now at home. And if you notice, I'm getting a little pivot on my feet as well. I'm coming down, I'm reaching up. I'm coming down, I'm reaching up. I'm trying to get a full range of motion. And again, maybe your range of motion is a little smaller. Maybe you're only doing this much. Maybe you're going way down. That's fine too. 3 and 2 and 1. Good. We're going to do prisoner squats. My hands are resting above my ears. My feet are a little bit wider than my shoulders. Zoe's in a good position behind me as well. We're going to do 10 squats. In a squat, you're going to be dropping your butt down until it's about knee level if possible, and then coming right back up. The key here is to make sure your body weight is staying through your heels. We're not bending over. We're squatting down. Let's get 10. Ready, set, go. Down 1, down 2, down 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now we're going to pretend jump rope. I'm going to have 2 imaginary handles in my hand. I'm just going to bob up and down a little bit. Zoe's not going to go quite as high as me. Her heels are never going to touch the ground though. She's going to stay up on those toes a little bit as we do some jump ropes. Are you ready, set, go? Just pretend that we have that jump rope going underneath our feet. It's a quick bounce. Again, Zoe's not really getting too far off the ground. She's keeping the heels up, but she's just getting enough of a motion or a movement to get that heart rate up just a little bit. 3 and 2 and 1. Relax. Lunges. We're going to step forward and do some lunges. My front knee is going to be right over top of my shoelaces. My back knee is going to drop down as far as I feel comfortable. Zoe's going to do it from the side so you can see her from that position. Options with your hands. They can stay right here the whole time. If that's a little too easy, they can go up into the air each time. But we want to make sure we're getting a nice step forward. That knee does not want to go too far past your foot. And that back knee wants to get as close to the ground as is comfortable for you. Let's get 10. Ready, set, go. Down 1. Down 2. 3. Excellent. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Beautiful. All right. Next move is something I call a skyscraper. Zoe's going to do a modified version. Her feet are going to stay wide. Her hands are touching up above her head. I'm going to do mine with my feet together. What's going to happen is it's sort of like a jumping jack. I'm going to come down, tap my fingers right behind my heels, and right back up. Each time I do it, I'm going to get a little bit of a jack. Zoe's going to modify. She's not leaving the ground. She's coming down, extending up. Down, extending up. Again, similar to a squat, she's not fully bending over. All right, here we go. We're going to get 10 of these. Hands up, feet ready, set, go. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Feet nice and wide. Hands up. We're just going to punch right across our body. Zoe and I are both going the same thing. Ready, set, go. Boom, 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 boom. Extend and stretch. We're warming up our lower back, our core, and most importantly, our shoulders. And possibly even getting that heart rate up just a little bit. Drive across. Good. Good. A few more. 3 and 2 and 1. Relax. We're going to go back to those shelf stackers. Then we'll continue through. Other side. Which side did you not do yet? I did my right side first. You're doing your other side. Ready, set, go. Stack and put them up. Stack and put them up. Come on. Good range of motion. All the way down. All the way up if you're feeling it. Again, more mild range of motion is fine as well. But I'm still getting my entire body activated. Shoulders, hips, even my feet a little bit as I move through. 3 and 2 and 1. Good. All right. Gonna get that heart rate up again a little bit. High knees and butt kicks. So here's the way this is going to work. I'm going to do old-fashioned, old-school high knees. I'm just going to run in place with my knees going up. I'm also going to do butt kicks. I'm going to drop my hands back here, drive my heels to my butt. Zoe's going to modify. She's not going to run. She's going to do high knee marches and butt kick marches. On the high knees, try and get those knees up relatively high. If you're trying to get that heart rate going up a little bit, get them going kind of quick. and think about getting them up parallel with the floor. Butt kicks, both of us are going to think about keeping our knee facing down. We're not bringing the knee up. We already did that for the high knees. So it's going to be towards our butt, just like so. All right, just to make this a little bit more interesting, I'm going to call out high knees and butts, and we'll change it as we're going. Zoe's going to do high knees. I'll be doing high knees. She's going to be marching. I'm going to be running. Are we ready? Set, go. High knees. Butts. High knees. Come on, get them up. Butts. High knees. Butts. High knees. 3 and 2 and 1. Relax. Frankensteins. Hands are out front. We're going to swing that foot up towards those hands. We're going to both do the same thing. Zoe's going to do a little less range of motion. She's going to come up probably about hip high. I'm going to try and go all the way up. Let's get 10. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. 2 more moves. Torso twisters. We're both going to do the same thing here. Feet are underneath my hips. Hands are touching. We're going to reach back and then come across. Reach back and come across. We're trying to lower, get that lower back warmed up. Open up our chest as well. All right, here we go. Hands together, feet planted. Hi, George. Ready, set, go. Back, back. Good. Just a few more. Good. Good. Open up that chest. A little torso twist up top. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Let's do some jumping jacks to finish up that little cardio bit, and then we'll get down to our workout. Okay, jumping jacks. I'm going to do standard jumping jacks. Zoe's going to do step outs, which is totally fine. Maybe you've got knee or hip or ankle issues and can't jump. That's fine. You do not have to. But if you feel good, try and get up in the air a little bit while you're doing these jacks. Zoe's still going to extend her arms fully and step out side to side while we're doing our jacks. Let's do this at your own pace. Are we ready? Get set, go. Come on, come on, come on. Relatively straight arms. Good. I'm just trying to get that heart rate up a little bit. 3 and 2 and 1. Relax. Okay, excellent job. Nice job, Zoe. Appreciate it. All right, here we go. Tabata round number 1. I'm giving you 4 exercises. We're going to do each one 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off through all 4, and then back through all 4 again. So 20 and 10, it's going to be 4 minutes of work. 20 seconds is not very long. It's really not that long to work. On the other hand, 10 seconds is really not much time to rest and recover before we move right into the next exercise. So you do have to move quickly in between, but the exercise periods themselves are not super long. Okay, this is called a high intensity interval training Tabata style. You're doing high intensity for small intervals with intervals of rest in between. Round number 1, you can use a soda bottle for now. We're gonna do something called goblet squats. So we already did some squats and warm-ups. Zoe's using her 2-liter soda. I'm gonna use my dumbbell. Our feet are gonna be wide. Goblet squat means we're holding this like we're holding a goblet. So Zoe's got her hands on the side of the soda bottle. I've got my hands on the end of my weight. We're coming down into a regular squat, just like we did in warm-ups. But now we've got a little extra resistance of that weight taking us down along with it. Don't let the weight pull you forward. Keep your weight through your heels. Move number 2 is bent over rows. Just use the water bottles for now. Bent over rows. Zoe's going to use 2 water bottles. That's fine. I'm going to use my medium heavy dumbbells. We're going to hinge over. Our feet are kind of close together, right underneath our hips. We're going to hinge over. Our hands are facing each other. And all we're going to be doing is rowing and keeping those hands parallel and facing each other. Excellent job for Zoe. Good. That exercise is going to work your back and your core. We're going to try and think about squeezing the shoulder blades together as we go up. Move number 3 is our cardio move. We're going to do something called press jacks. Zoe's going to use her 2 water bottles again. I'm going to use 1 lightish hand weight. Press jacks are jumping jacks with a little extra resistance. I'm going to have 1 dumbbell right here and jack and press that up as I'm going. Zoe's going to have 2 hand weights, putting those up as she's going. Again, if you don't like jumping, step out, step out. If you don't like weights, do it with bare hands. You can still do a similar move even without the weights. And that'll be our third move. And our fourth move is something called triceps kickbacks. Zoe's got her water bottles again. I'm gonna grab my medium weights. Triceps is this muscle in the back of your arm, which we all wanna give some attention to. We're gonna hinge over again. Our elbows are pinned to our rib cage at right angles. From here, I'm kicking back my weights. Are we good? Okay, those are the 4 moves. Again, if you're feeling good throughout this course, when we do our second round, maybe go just a little bit quicker, a little bit heavier, a little bit faster, whatever you need to do. If you're feeling comfortable and challenged, stay where we are. And if you need to scale it back a little bit, scale it back a little bit. Zoe's gonna do some modifications. I may throw some in there as well, but you wanna make sure you're working. Once we get started, we're going, okay? 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. First up, we've got goblet squats. Grab your soda bottle, grab your weight, grab something heavy, grab your dog or your cat, I don't care. We're just gonna keep that thing in front of our chin as we come down. You're gonna hear a beep telling you when to go and when to stop. Are we ready? Okay, weights up and ready, feet planted a little bit wider than those shoulders. Get set, go. Okay, this is where the work starts, guys. So, not extremely strenuous yet, but it can be made more strenuous by going heavier, going a little bit lower, whatever the case may be. You got 7 more seconds. Move number 2, Zoe's gonna keep on going. Move number 2 are those bent over rows, coming up soon. Relax, you do not have much time. Grab your weights or your water bottles or whatever. We're hinging to get over, hands facing each other. Go, bent over rows. Squeezing those weights up towards your chest, up towards your rib cage. Elbows, imagine there's a rope pulling your elbow straight up into the air, just like Zoe's doing now. And those weights are coming up to meet your rib cage. Almost there. Relax, we got press jacks. I'm gonna grab a medium weight. Zoe's gonna use her 2 water bottles. We're gonna jack it out. I'm gonna try and go kind of quick. Weights up, feet ready and together. Go. Look how synchronized we are. Beautiful thing. Good, good, good. Zoe's gonna keep on going. I'm gonna modify by stepping out. Good. We're just getting that heart rate up just a little bit. We got triceps kickbacks. Relax, tricep kickbacks are next. Zoe's got her water bottles. I'm gonna use my medium weights. We're hinging over. Elbows at our rib cage. Weights ready? Kick, kick, kick. So one important thing with a move like this, try not to let momentum do the work. In other words, from the bottom to the top, we don't wanna just swing it. Think about what we're doing. We're squeezing that triceps to get that muscle working and pulling that weight up into the air. We're going back to the top of the order right now. Back to goblet squats. Zoe, you can use a weight this time. Zoe's going the weight this time. Goblet squats. Feet planted. Weights up. Go. So, one of the keys here, and Zoe's doing an excellent job, your butt is going down like you're sitting in an imaginary chair. This is not leaning over. If you feel that, something is wrong. Your weight should be through your heels the whole time. Your head stays up, your face stays up the entire time you're going through these moves. Relax, we're on move number 2, bent over rows. You can use hand weights. Zoe's gonna go with her hand weights for these bent over rows. Feet under hips, squeezing the shoulder blades as we come up. So even though this is sort of a beginners or intro boot camp, I'm still sweating a little bit. I'm using weights that are a little bit heavy. I'm trying to go a little quick where I can. So we still want to make sure we're getting a good effort in between. Press jacks. You can use one hand weight. Just one hand weight at your chin. We're doing the press jacks. Our feet are together. Our hands are up with our weight. Hit it. So just because it's an intro class doesn't mean it's low key. You should still be sweaty. You should still be feeling like that heart's racing a little bit. You should start to feel some of those muscles getting tired. That's our goal. Every day wants to be a little bit of a challenge. Relax. We have triceps kickbacks. You can use weights. All right, triceps kickbacks, here we go. Weights up, right angles with our arms, kick it. If you want a modification to make this a little bit harder, at the top of the motion, turn your palm facing the ceiling, just like Zoe's doing. Boom, look, yes. So this is the part she's squeezing, and at the bottom, she's kicking those weights a little bit flat. Guess what? We're done in 3, 2, 1. Relax. Quick drink of water if you need it. That was a great first round, and we feel pretty good about what we've accomplished so far. Again, guys, everything is about challenging you. Like I said, maybe those squats were super easy for you, but maybe the jacks were hard. That's fine. You're going to get better at everything, and you're going to be able to get stronger at everything. So just keep on working through it. All right, round 2, new moves. Move number 1, Zoe's going to start with light hand weights. You know what to do, though. If you want to use light hand water bottles or whatever instead, that's fine, too. Doing something called thrusters. We're going to put those hand weights right at our shoulders. They're just kind of balancing there with my hands on them. My feet are kind of wide. Again, squat position to start this move. So we're going to go squat and then put those weights up into the air. Squat, then put those weights up into the air. The squat is a very, very common exercise move. It works a lot of your body, not just your glutes, but also your legs, your core, your back. And we're incorporating the shoulders here by putting the thruster press into it as well. That's move number 1. Move number 2, upright rows. Zoe's going to use 2 light hand weights. They're touching in front of her hips. I got my medium hand weights. Just like we're zipping up a hoodie, we're bringing those dumbbells right up our belly. What's very important with this, and I see this a lot, don't do this. We're not swinging out. This is upright, like you're zipping up a hoodie. Again, I mentioned that backpack. Perfect for this. I fill this with some weights right up my body. It's literally dragging up my belly. Great opportunity to use this something laying around the house and put some resistance. It's not heavy enough, throw some more stuff in there. Throw a bunch of shoes or whatever, you're good to go. Move number 3, mountain climbers. You know these. If you haven't done them in years, flashback to high school or gym class or whatever. Hands underneath your shoulders, knee up. You're going to do your mountain climbers. Zoe's going to do a modification where she taps each time. I'm going to do legit mountain climbers, trying to keep my top foot off the floor the whole time. And our last move, we're going to do some curls, but we're also going to make it a little bit more of a full body move. We're going to do a reverse lunge or a back lunge with sweeper curls. So it's going to look like this. We're going to step back, and as we step back into a lunge, we're going to sweep those curls at the same time. So it's going to look like boom, boom, just like so. Zoe's going to do it from the side so you'll be able to see her a little bit better. She's going to use lighter weights than me, and she may not go quite as low to share your modification, but she's still going to step back. On those lunges, we always want to make sure our head stays up. We're not doing this. We're doing this, and then we're sweeping those weights. Those are our 4 moves. We have a cardio with mountain climbers and then 3 strength exercises in there. Are we good to go? Okay, move number 1 is thrusters. You're going to get nice medium weights, possibly 2 soda bottles, 2 cans of dog food, I don't care, something up on those shoulders. It's a squat and put those things into the air. All right, listen for your beeps because it's go time. Get ready. Get set. Go. Ah, yes. So once again, squat formation here. Those hips are coming down. If you see Zoe in the back there, the weights are staying right at her shoulders. She's sitting like she's going into an imaginary chair. The weight is staying through her heels the whole entire time. Good. We got upright rows. I'm going to use my medium weights. She's going to use slightly lighter weights. Our feet are planted right underneath our shoulders. I'm going to roll my shoulders to get ready. Right up my body. Right up my body. Right up my body. Good. Zoe just turned to show you a side view. It's right up her belly. We're not swinging out. This is going to hit that upper back and shoulder area. Good. We got mountain climbers coming up next, guys. Relax, okay? We got mountain climbers. Zoe's going to be sideways. I'm going to be facing towards you. Zoe's going to do a tap. I'm going to do regular mountain climbers. Here we go. Feet back, hips up. Go. Good. So, what are some goals here? Number 1, we want to try and keep our butt relatively low. So it's not totally a plank, but it should be not with our butt way up in the air or sagging down. Those knees going towards your chest. Zoe's going at a nice rate right there. Relax. You can go faster, you can go slower, whatever you need to. Reverse lunge with a curl. We're grabbing those medium light weights. We're going to stand tall. Zoe's going to go sideways so you can see her. Weights on our side. Lunge back and curl. Lunge back and curl. So we're working the arms a little bit. We're getting a biceps curl. We already did some tricep stuff, you remember. So now we're getting some biceps. We're sweeping the pinky towards the collarbone as we lunge back. You can see that Zoe's front knee is exactly over her shoelaces. Relax, that's great stuff. Okay, moving back to the top, we got thrusters. Going back to the top. Weights ready. Feet outside those shoulders. Thrusters. Boom. 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 Weight stays through your heels. Theoretically, at the bottom of a squat position, you should be able to wiggle your toes if you needed to. So if you feel like all your weight's going through your toes, you want to adjust a little bit so the weight's going through your heels instead. Upright rows. I'm using my backpack. Zoe's got her light weights touching in front of her hips. I got my hands right in front of my hips. Feet are planted, roll those shoulders. Go. Zoe's gonna face front. I'm gonna go sideways this round. And now I'm bringing that weight right up my belly. I'm also giving just a microsecond pause at the very top. We don't need to hold it long, but we want to avoid just kind of going through the motions. So we're actually taking it and squeezing it, taking it and squeezing it. Relax. We're going back to those mountain climbers. Hit the floor, friends. All right. Again, you go a little faster if you want to. Back, feet up, hit it. Go, go, go. Come on. Drive those knees. Let's make Zoe go a little bit harder. Go. Pick them up. There we go. Yes. Good. Knees never touching at the top. Hands right underneath those shoulders. Good stuff. Nice, nice, nice. All right, we got our alternating back lunges and curls. I'm going to use my water bottle. Zoe's got her weights. Here we go. Standing tall, we're going to lunge back and curl. Good. Lunge back and curl. Lunge back and curl. We are perfectly synchronized. I'm swinging those pinkies towards my shoulder as I come up, or as the weight comes up rather, as my back knee goes down. Again, you should be sweaty already. If you're not, feel free to adjust. And done. Good. One more round to go, my friends. Zoe's getting a quick drink. I think I'm going to get one as well. Our last round, we're doing something called, I call it a kettlebell swing. We're not technically using kettlebells. We're going to use a dumbbell instead. This is one of my favorite moves, and it's a very effective move for a whole body conditioning, but you got to make sure you do it right. And here's the way it's going to look. We're going to hold a medium weight. Again, I could use my 2-liter bottle. Zoe's going to use a medium light. She could probably use a heavier hand for that. You probably use this. So we're going to go a little bit heavier. I'm going to hold the weight by the end, sort of like we did for goblet squats, but I'm holding the end. I have seen people hold it in the middle, and if that's more comfortable for you, then certainly do it that way. I like holding it at the end. My feet are nice and wide. It's a kettlebell swing, so it's going to look like this. The weight's going to come down between my knees. I'm not bending over. I'm giving just a little baby squat, and then I'm going to fling that weight to about eyeball level, so it's going to look just like this. Boom. Boom. Now, here's the key with this exercise. This is not a back exercise. I think some people mistakenly assume that it's my back bending and my back lifting. It's not that at all. It's my hips driving forward that make that weight go up. So if I go down a little bit and pop those hips, pop those hips, pop those hips, it's going to make the weight go up. Here's another thing. The arm is really not doing any work. The arm is basically connecting the weight to your shoulder or the weight to your body. So I'm actually almost weightless on the bell as it goes up because I'm going to pop George in the head here. As the weight comes up, my hips propel the weight and make the momentum of the weight go up. That's what we're looking for with that swing. Does that make sense? Okay. Move number 2. We're going to go down onto the floor. We're going to do chest flies. Chest flies is always going to use her 5-pound weights. I'm going to use my 12s. We're going to lay on our back. We're going to have the weights up in the air, so it's going to look like this. Weights up in the air. There's going to be a slight bend in our arms, so I'm going to do it this way so you can see it even a little bit better. And we're going to work that chest by having those flies with those arms coming out. Now, Zoe's going to sit with her legs locked in a chair position, like she's sitting in an imaginary chair. She's going to stay just like this and squeeze those chest muscles together as she comes up. I'm going to make it a little bit harder. I'm going to extend my feet each time I drop my hands down. Does that make sense? Okay. Next move is squat hops. Again, a lot of squats because it's a very important move. I'm going to keep my hands right here. Zoe's going to modify. She's going to come off the floor like this much. She's just going to come up a little bit, come up a little bit. I'm going to try and actually get elevated into the air. You want to make this even harder? You can even start to turn a little bit. So turn, 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 turn as you're jumping. This should get your heart rate up. And again, Zoe's only going to come up a little bit. Maybe her toes might even stay on the floor a little bit, but she's going to try and aggressively get up get up each time and drop down each time as well. Again, we're not bending, we're squatting, okay? And our last move, a front plus a side shoulder raise. Zoe's gonna use 3s, I'm gonna use 5s. You have to go lighter on this exercise. One hand is in front of your thigh, the other hand's at your side of your hip. We're gonna come up on both, then switch it. Come up at both, then switch it. Come up at both, then switch it. Does that make sense? We're doing nothing but isolating that shoulder. You can't go too heavy with these. Protect that shoulder. I'm coming up right about eyeball level, just for a microsecond pause, right back to the other side. Are we good? Okay, kettlebell swing or dumbbell swing is up first. Zoe's got her 12. I'm gonna take my 15. Listen for your beat. Your feet are nice and wide. You're holding that weight from the end. I'm gonna do mine sideways. Zoe's gonna do hers facing you, so we get a good look. Hips are doing the work. Here we go, feet wide, chest up. Boom, good. Explode, push those hips forward each time. That's what makes the weight go up. That weight is simply connected to your body through your arm. Your hip popping forward is what makes it go forward. 3, 2, 1. You're gonna hit the floor. You're gonna grab some nice light hand weights. Zoe's got 5s. I'm gonna have 12s. And we're gonna be good to go. We're laying on our back. Arms are up, feet are in a chair position. We're going. We're doing our flies. Zoe's keeping her feet locked out like she's sitting in an imaginary chair. I'm gonna go sideways so you can see mine. And I'm dropping my feet as I'm bringing those weights back across my body. Squeeze those chest muscles, good. We're down to squat hops. Zoe's not gonna get very high. I'm gonna try and get a little bit high. Here we go. Hands in front, feet outside those shoulders. We're just hopping, we're hopping. You've got 20 seconds of hops. Can you hop for 20 seconds? Can you keep moving for 20 seconds? That's all you gotta do, my friends. Come on. It's not easy, it's not supposed to be easy. We're not here for the easy. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Good. Get your heart rate back down. Let's grab some light weights. Zoe's gonna use her 3s. I got my 5s. One hand's in front, one hand's on the side. So, one thing I didn't really mention, the nice thing about doing a Tabata style, notice we haven't counted reps at all. Maybe in our warm-up, but otherwise, we're just going for time. Back to the top, kettlebell swing. All right, I'm gonna use my bag this time. Here we go. Zoe's weight's heavier than mine, so she's gonna probably be going a little bit quicker, but we're doing the same basic thing. Dropping back, hips flying forward, propels that weight up. You got 3 more seconds, come on. Good. Relax, we're back to those chest flies. We're hitting the floor. Zoe's got her weights. I got my 12s. We're laying back. Weights up. Hit it. Again, while you're working, allow me to talk again. So, we're doing time, not reps. So, I don't care if you get 3 perfect flies. I don't care if you get 25 perfect flies. We're doing 20 seconds worth for everybody. And everybody's different. Here we go. We are up to our squat hops. Come on, let's finish this work hard, guys. We got squat hops. Ready, go, go, go. Just to make mine a little harder, like I said, I'm gonna do a little turn, 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 turn. Zoe's not leaving the ground, but she's still moving quickly enough to get that heart rate up. Come on, come on. Good. Last move are those front side raises. Going relatively light. I'll use my water bottles this time. One in front, one on the side. Up to eyeballs, down, up to eyeballs. Good. Again, we're very well synchronized right here, Zoe and me. So we have just a split second pause at the top before we come back down. Good. Good. Feel that. Guess what, guys? We are done your first 3 rounds of Tabata. We're gonna do a little core stuff to cool it down. Do you wanna stick around for this?
No.
No? Okay, Zoe's gonna take off. I'm gonna wrap up the core stuff with you guys, and we'll feel pretty good. She's sweating pretty good, by the way, guys. So hopefully you are at home as well. That's a good workout. That's a great start. Okay, we're gonna do the core stuff just like we did with the workout stuff. We're gonna have a timer going. We'll do it Tabata style. Here's our moves real quick. Move number one is something called a bird dog. You're gonna go on all fours. All I want you to do is extend opposite hand, opposite foot. Opposite hand, opposite foot. This is not super strenuous for almost anybody, but you want to try and keep that back as flat as you can. Working on your balance, your stability, your core stability a little bit, getting that opposite reach from your hand and your foot on either side of your body going. Move number two, we're going to do a crunch. However, you have some options here. Option number one, you can put your hands at your ears and just do regular crunches. That's fine. What I prefer you to do, if you can, put those feet up in the air. Put your hands up and crunch like you're going towards those feet. And I'm just kind of curling a little bit. It's not a traditional sit-up that you might be familiar with. It's just a crunch. And if you're feeling good and you want to make it a little bit more challenging, same deal. Toes up, they can be a lot straighter. You can have a small hand weight and drive that hand weight up towards those toes. Just like so. Move number three, we're going to go into a high plank. So my hands are right underneath my shoulders. I have a flat back. I'm trying not to do this. I'm definitely trying not to do this. I want to keep it as flat as possible. If you just chill here for 20 seconds, I'm totally fine with that. If you're feeling good and you want something a little bit different, take those feet a little wider, and for 20 seconds, just tap your opposite shoulder. I'm not going super fast, but again, I'm trying to keep my back nice and flat. Our last move is something called a rope climber. I'm going to sit on my butt. My feet are on the floor. I'm going to pretend I'm climbing a rope that's coming out of my ceiling. You want a little bit of a harder variation? Those feet can be up. I like to cross my feet and stick them up. I'm just going to reach and extend. You're working that core. You're going to maintain that V position in your body, reaching up and working those shoulders and arms as well. Are we good? Okay, this is it, guys. So we're going to work this core stuff together. We'll stretch real fast, and then we'll be out of here. All right, here we go. We have bird dogs up first. You're on all fours on your mat. Back's nice and flat. Bird dog. Bird dog. Again, I'm just pausing for a microsecond at the top of each move. I'm not swinging through super fast. We're not counting reps. I'm just working that stability, that balance a little bit. Good. Good, good, good. We got crunch to toes. All right, maybe you're doing a regular crunch. I'm going to do my feet up in the air. Here we go. Feet ready, hands ready. Crunch, 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 crunch. It's a small move. My shoulders are literally coming maybe 2-3 inches off the floor. That's it. But I'm crunching those abdominal muscles, pulling my body up towards my toes. Again, if you want to have a weight there, that's fine too. We're almost there. Relax. High plank. Hands underneath those shoulders. Feet back. Hips up. Again, you can chill right here. You can hold this plank, squeeze those belly buttons towards that spine. If you feel like you need a little bit more, take those feet a little bit wider and start giving me some taps. Come on, you got 3 more seconds, my friends. Nice flat back. Heads up tall, relax. We got rope climbers. You're sitting on your butt. Feet can be planted. Hands up in the air. One hand is up in the air. Climbing that rope, climbing that rope, climbing that rope. Again, you're feeling good. Maybe those feet are up a little bit. Again, I'm not counting reps. Maybe you're getting 65 of these really fast. Maybe you're going super slow. That's fine too. We got one more round of all 4 exercises, and then we're done. Come on, relax, back to the top. Bird dogs, you're on all 4s. Here we go. Nice flat back, opposite sides. Go, go, go. Come on, come on. Again, how far is your arm going? How far is your leg going? That is totally up to you. Some people are going to have a wider range of motion than others. Relax. We got crunches going towards our toes. This round, I'm going to use a light hand weight. I'm going to keep my toes up. I'm going to keep my hands up. I'm crunching. I'm crunching. I'm crunching. My arms are locked out straight. Even if I don't have that weight, my arms are locked out straight. I'm just going towards those toes. I can't reach my toes. Maybe you can. I cannot. But I'm trying to get a nice little crunch, pulling my body up off the floor each time. Come on. Come on. Relax. High plank taps. High plank, possibly adding taps if you want to. Here we go. Hands underneath the shoulders. Feet back, hips up. Good. How flat is your back? Neutral head. Don't tuck your chin. Don't look up at me. If you're feeling good, give me that tap. Give me that tap. Give me that tap. Be conscientious of your hips. I'm sorry, your wrists. Make sure your wrists feel good. Relax. Rope climber. This is it, guys. Come on. Finish strong. Let's go. We've come this far. Here we go. Feet planted if you want them planted. I'm climbing that imaginary rope. Go. Reach, reach, reach. Come on. Get up. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Go, go, go. You got 5 seconds left. Come on. Go, 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 go. Yes. Whew. All right. Let's stretch real fast together. You can stretch a little bit more on your own at the end if you like. Hi, George. How's it going, buddy? Nice to see you, too. All right. Here's what we got. Let's go back on all fours. He's fine. He's fine. We're going to go on all fours. We're going to drop into what's called child's pose. Georgie, I'm trying to stretch, bud. Go lay down. All right. Child's pose means I'm dropping my hips back to my heels. My hands are out front. I'm squeezing my back muscles. I'm extending my hands. My head is down. My butt is down towards my heels. And relax. From here, come back up onto all fours. From here, push your heels into the floor. Your hands are staying down. Your heels are staying down. You're stretching those Achilles and those calves. From here, we're going to walk our hands back and slowly bend our knees so we're going into a full squat. So I'm squatting. All of my weight is in my toes. My elbows are inside my knees. Just give it a little push. From here, my hands are staying down, my feet are staying down, my hips are coming up. So now I'm just hanging out, stretching those hamstrings, that muscle in the back of your thigh. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow, protect that back. All right, from here, let's just make some big arm circles. Good. I'm not going super fast. And go the other way. And relax. Give me 2 big inhales. We're going to gather up and inhale and blow it out. Ready? Inhale. Good. Nice job. All right, so friends, here's the deal. You just did a pretty good workout for your first time, hopefully. Maybe it's your first time working out in a while. Maybe it's your first time ever. That's great to have you and let you get a chance to try this out. We did a full body workout today. We hit pretty much every major muscle in our body: biceps, triceps, shoulders, backs, chest, legs, glutes, all that stuff. And that's kind of one of the goals that I was trying to do. If you're able to do this kind of workout a couple of times a week, you can sometimes get maybe more legs one day, more upper body one day, more cardio one day. That's kind of up to you. There are billions, and I mean billions, of resources on the internet. So we did a Tabata today. You can find all kinds of different Tabata exercises. So if you want to set something up on your own, go online and find, you can literally Google exercises for chest. Exercises for chest with body weight only. Exercises with chest with light hand weights, whatever. And then you can find an exercise you like and use that for one of your moves. Then find a Googled exercise for, I don't know, quads, whatever. And you can sort of put together your own routine. In addition, there's lots of workouts out there. I have some on my own webpage or on my own YouTube channel, so you can check that out. I'm going to try to put another one of these classes together for sort of an intro boot camp as well. So look for part 2 in the next couple of days maybe, and I'll give you some different varieties and different things to try. But the Tabata is a great way to get sort of into a workout routine. It's kind of quick. It went a little long today because I talked so much. Normally I would not talk this much, but it's a quick routine. It gets you in, gets you out, and it makes you feel like you've accomplished something. So hopefully you feel like you did some work today. Stretch a little bit more after I'm done talking here. You can turn off your video and stretch a little bit more on your own. You want to make sure you drink a lot of water today. If this is your first time working out in a while, you're going to be a little bit sore tomorrow most likely. So if that's the situation, just stretch a little bit. Even better, go out for a walk, maybe a light jog, maybe just do some stretching in your house, whatever the case may be. But don't fear that. That's a good feeling. It's going to be a little bit uncomfortable for some people at first, but it's a good pain. It's not a bad pain. It's going to be a little bit of a muscle fatigue, a little muscle soreness. That just means you work something. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, and I'd like to see you at the gym someday. And again, don't feel intimidated by the people that have been there for a long time. They all had their first day at one point as well. Thank you so much, and I appreciate it, and make good decisions. Have a great day.